This lesson is a continuation of science-backed research behind mental health and well-being from the Science of Well-being course available on Coursera. Note that no additional analyses have been added, as this is only meant to be an introductory course. If you are in need of psychological help, please contact medical experts and licensed professionals. Things we said that don't necessarily make us happy can make us happy with a different approach. From wanting good grades and a good job, there are several things we should look at. First, maximizing your signature strengths in a job can have an impact on your happiness. Signature strengths such as leadership, love of learning, kindness, and more are strengths that matter the most to you and are central to your personal identity. Several studies have found that those who use signature strengths at work are more productive and more satisfied with their job. People also enjoy work more and think of work as a calling when they use around 4 signature strengths. You may take a free survey on viacharacter.org to determine your signature strengths. Second, achieving flow in a job can give you a genuinely satisfying experience. According to Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experiences by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, flow is a desirable or optimal state of consciousness that enhances a person's psychic state in various contexts or cultures, and how it affects work satisfaction, academic success, and the overall quality of life. The flow state can be triggered by several factors, such as eliminating internal and external distractions and finding the right balance between a task's challenge and your abilities. Since it is intrinsically rewarding, the more you practice it, the more you seek to replicate these experiences, which help lead to a fully engaged and happy life. Third, having a growth mindset in academics rather than a fixed mindset on just wanting good grades can boost your intrinsic motivation. A book by Dweck in 2007 states that people with a fixed mindset, or those who believe that abilities are fixed, are less likely to flourish than those with a growth mindset, or those who believe that abilities can be developed. The following are also things that can actually make us happy. First is kindness. Studies have shown that doing random acts of kindness is one of the many ways you can take the intentional effort to make yourself happier. Money can also buy happiness if you spend it on the right things, such as on others rather than yourself. Second, social ties and maintaining close connections make us healthier and happier. Sharing experiences with another person also makes the experiences better. Lastly, prioritizing time over money makes you happier. A research by Hirschfeld et al. In 2016 found that those that choose time over money are happier. However, the paper also reveals that the majority of people usually choose money over time. Next are some healthy practices that are scientifically proven to have overall well-being benefits. First is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a practice where you focus the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity to train attention and awareness. With this, you can achieve a mentally clear, emotionally calm, and stable state. Meditation can help stop mind wandering, which according to studies by Mason et al. In 2007, we mind wander almost 50% of the time. Studies have also suggested that meditation makes us happier and increases the gray matter of the brain. You can use several meditation apps such as Calm and Headspace to guide you. Second is regular exercise. A study by Babiak et al. In 2000 suggests that working out 3 times a week works just as well as a Zoloft drug for depression recovery. Several studies, such as Hillman et al. In 2008, found that exercise has positive effects on cognition of brain function as it helps promote brain elasticity. Last is getting enough sleep regularly. Studies have shown that sleeping only around 5 hours per night or less leads to mood disturbances. Prolonged sleep deprivation also increases the risk of obesity, heart disease, and some cancers. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, however, boosts cognitive performance. Adjusting to online classes could potentially come with additional stress on top of the anxiety coming from the current pandemic. This is why Dr. Santos shared 7 tips to help manage your well-being during the online class setup. First, banish the stress of social isolation. We need to find nutritious social connections, such as keeping in touch with friends and living a proactive lifestyle. Second, use social media to feel happier and not to feel more anxious. Sometimes, social media can make us feel unhappy, and according to studies, people often mispredict that social media is going to make them feel happier than they actually are. What these sites do is they allow us to pretend that our lives are better than what they really are. Third, slay your new learning environment. A way to be happier when learning remotely is to make a daily routine. We are creatures of habit, and sticking to routine can make us feel better. Furthermore, physically separate your space to study and other activities. Remove distractions and stop mind wandering through mindfulness. An important thing to note, however, is that we also have to recognize our own limitations. Do not multitask. Do one thing at a time. Fourth, healthy practices matter more than we expect. Studies show that just after 30 minutes of cardio workouts, people tend to feel happier or more energetic. Aside from exercising, we also need good sleep. According to several studies, sleep deprivation can lead to low levels of happiness. Going to bed at a reasonable time and getting the right amount of sleep can be a great way to end the day, and even a better way to welcome a new one. Fifth, make hard things easier with gratitude. Research suggests writing down things you are grateful for in a week improves your mood and bumps up your willpower. Gratitude is a pro-social emotion. When you experience it, you really would want to help other people, including your future self. 6. Navigate family tensions with some compassion. Compassion is yet another pro-social emotion. Data suggests that compassion is a kind of emotion to make it easier to deal with family members. Compassion can help in any residing conflict between family members or friends. This act of compassion does not only stretch outward, but also inward. Don't beat yourself up. Being nice to yourself is the first step to finding compassion for others after all. Lastly, navigate your negative emotions and feelings. Rather than running away from your negative emotions, face them. A study by Richard and Gross suggested the RAIN method. Recognize what is happening, allow feeling to be just as it is, investigate with interest and care, and nurture with self-compassion. As you watch your emotions go down and slowly stabilize, you don't need to run away. You're present and aware of what's happening, meaning you are in control. You have to build good habits and do these healthy practices regularly to manage your well-being. You can do this by goal setting. Goal specificity improves task performance, and self-regulation helps you stick to your goals. Those with implementation intentions are also more likely to achieve their goals. One technique for this is the WHOOP technique, where you visualize your wish, outcome, obstacles, and plans. Thank you for participating in this J Masterclass. Next lesson, we'll see how different JMAers applied several tips from Dr. Santos and coped with the COVID-19 pandemic over the previous months.